Hi everyone, welcome to your Alchemy Scope. You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone. Let's take a look at the macro cycle. So what story is imbuing the energy set for all of us on a collective scale? To do that, I'm pulling up the Sabian symbol for the exact degree point of our new moon in Scorpio that is occurring at 19 degrees Scorpio on November 11th, 11/11/2015. The Sabian symbol is delicious. It is a woman draws away two dark curtains, closing the entrance to a sacred pathway. Now, this one, you don't have to be very intuitive to get the whole message, the whole energy set behind this micro story of this symbol, because these symbols, sometimes only a couple words long, contain great depth of meaning. This particular symbol, a woman drawing away two dark curtains that have been closing the entrance to a sacred pathway, is so self-evident. We are opening our eyes. We are seeing new realities. We are seeing the depths of interdimensions. This is juicy. It's very good. And for it to be occurring on the 11/11 portal, this new moon point, is quite something. So it could be, whether you're a woman or a man listening to this scope, that indeed you feel the energies quite clearly at this point in time as we move forward into, a more evolved self. It's ever evolving. The last couple months have been kind of unprecedented. The next several years will prove to be powerful and shifting. We are not going to recognize the people that we were. A year, even 6 months down the line, we're not going to recognize who we once were. This is a very poignant time. You are moving through a very poignant portal. You are stepping into your power, and in fact, you are drawing away curtains that previously veiled realities. So this is exciting. So let's go ahead and move on to the I Ching and see what your specific sign's microcycle is. Aries, hi. So let's take a look at the I Ching hexagram that came forward to reflect your particular microcycle, or the energy theme for Aries over the course of this Scorpio new moon to Sagittarius new moon portal of time. You received number 20, overview. The two trigrams that make up this hexagram are wind above, earth below. Overview is a time for composure and contemplation. As a result of profound contemplation, a hidden force emanates from us, influencing others without their being aware of it. Do not underestimate the power of this force. Like the wind blowing across the treetops, its presence is perceived through the effect it has on everything it touches. Shallow wells rarely strike water, and shallow minds often come up empty. The ability to keep still and simply observe deepens resolve and attracts good fortune. Discern the difference between what is deep and what is surface within yourself, and you will be able to distinguish between the two in the outer world as well. During a period between events, the practice of stillness with awareness is a very good idea. Only by observing and absorbing the true nature of things by apprehending the rhythms and cycles which guide all creation, can we discover the laws that apply to ourselves and to our lives. Examine yourself and the overall situation, not just with the thought of discovering truth, but with the idea of focusing your personal power. This is a time to see and to be seen. Aries, welcome to your December spreads. So let's get right into it. I've already shuffled my deck using my custom deck again this month, my Series 144 card. I've gotten many requests over the year whether or not I will sell the deck or if it's for sale. And it's not for sale yet. There's a possibility that it could be in the future. However, this is a note that I am currently making 2 wonderful decks, and one of which will be done soon, and the other will be done hopefully before Christmas time. So I'll keep you all involved and let you know what's going on. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me straighten my table here a little bit. In fact, let's go ahead and pull a note as I'm pulling the spread that we're having, as you can probably hear in the background, we're having a very significant windstorm today. So my chimes are going crazy, and the crows have been very talkative today. And the trees, the wind through the trees has been super loud, but it is fabulous. It is just so fabulous. I love the wind. Nice clearing energy. It's clearing the energy and ions. So Aries, let's see what's going on. Let me adjust here. If you've tuned in before, you know that the reversals are not traditional reversals as in the tarot. Although even in the tarot, the reversals can mean different things. They can mean an exacerbation of the quality set, or it can mean a reversal of the quality set. So I'm going to turn everything over now. So essentially, the reversals in this synchronic spread bring more information to bear for each section. So let's go ahead and upright everything. There's definitely something, I mean, again, a reminder that when I ask the questions, Aries, when I do these spreads for the signs, what I'm asking is what event, situation, or circumstance is likely to be coming forward for at least the majority of Aries-centric scope people. This month, I've clarified it even further to say awakening Aries-centric scope people, because there are those that are not quite tuned in. So this is, I am attempting to hone the demographic a little bit. So let's see what's going on here. I mean, there's definitely something with a man coming up. And it could be that you're feeling that there is a lot of nurturance coming through with this man. This could be a new meeting, although it doesn't appear like it. It appears that you've known this person before and he's coming back into your reality. But it's a good person, and he's bringing some level of nurturance and bliss, happiness. A reminder, this is my own imagery, so it's not going to resonate for everybody. Let's see. There's a communication coming about a return visit that's pretty rare, and you're feeling super happy about it. This is a very interesting spread because it's, I mean, all the spreads have their clarity, but this one is beautiful. I mean, it's very distinct. It's very clear. There is a communication coming that somebody might return. So there's a communication that you're going to receive during this cycle. And again, this is a reminder that this is a new moon to new, I follow the natural cycle. So it's new moon Scorpio, 11/11, to our new moon in Sagittarius on December 11th. But there's a communication that's coming that you might be receiving a visitor. You might be receiving a visit. And the visit is from the man. Now, we're going into holiday season, of course. We're going into Christmas season, so this wouldn't be, you know, out of the ordinary, but thus far, you're the only sign that's having this particular theme come up. And the reason why it's coming up as for, you know, as something for you to pay attention to is because it's going to bring you great joy, Aries. Great joy. And you're going to feel like happy, really good. You're going to feel like this is a great kind of unexpected thing, because apparently it's rare. The visit from this person is rare. You rarely see this person, so it's going to be good. It's interesting though, because what I'm getting is that now the knowledge card can represent school. So for some of you out there, it could be that you've known this person in the past. He was a fellow student at a school or a college that you attended. It could be that. So it could be some past institution that you've learned together. And by the way, it could be like some certificate training, like a healing course or something like that as well. But in the past, you've known him perhaps via this institution, but it could also be, and this is what I'm gleaning as well, that it could be, Aries, that this person is going to be bringing you information that will bring you happiness, that will bring you a sense of bliss, success, glory, victory, but that it's somehow going to serve you. It's going to be important information. Something is going to come that's going from this person, from this visitor, that is going to serve you. You are going to be served in some way. And it's interesting too, because the soon card is coming up here. And what I glean from this is that something soon will change. It could be that it's immediate. Like he sends you an email or gives you a call about this potential visit, about coming to your town or to see you, maybe you specifically. And it could be very immediate. So this person from the past is a very immediate, he comes forward immediately. Or that there's something about the knowledge that he's bringing in the visit that somehow impacts you in an immediate way, if that makes sense. I'm sure you can hear the crows going outside. If you cannot, they're going bananas right outside. So it's always interesting to take note of when there's a flurry of activity, you know, when I'm saying what thing. So I love this for you. Again, I'll show you the center section and then we'll move on. This man is a good guy. He's bringing nurturance and he's bringing happiness and fun. There is going to be some bliss factor with this man. Fantastic. It's interesting. The maybe card has come up 3 times so far, at least 3 times in the spreads. So it's interesting because it's like there's a lot of potentiality that's rich and ripe in the air, and people are tapping into that. There's a potential for this, there's a potential for that. It's like we're feeling less locked in perhaps to certain trajectories. So that's very interesting. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and pull 3 cards from the Carolyn Miss Archetype card deck. And as we did last month, and as I'm going to do going forward for the rest of the scopes, we're going to pull 3. And I'm going to have you tune in, Aries, to one of the 3 cards. And the archetypes, when we pull the archetypes, what we're pulling is what wants to be matured in you now, what's asking you to grow it, mature it, evolve it. So we had one fly out. Let's take a look at what it is. It's child wounded. And let me just read that quickly. Shadow attributes: blaming all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving into forgiveness, wanting to evolve into, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Now, let's put it back in, and I'm going to shuffle, and we're going to pull the cards as we normally do. But make a note of that. It did fly out. That could be a general message for all of you. It could be that maybe the man who comes back from the past that you knew, perhaps from some learning institution, has to do with, for some of you, maybe dealing with children or wounded adults, because most adults are wounded children, just in adult bodies. So let's take a look. So Aries, let's see what wants to come for your 3 choices. As you can see with this particular deck, I let it break naturally because I'm able to do that. Not all decks do that. I actually work differently with the different decks. Okay. With my Siri deck, though, I also let it break. In a way. I let it break in a way. There's actually a particular thing I do with it. Okay. So Aries, there is your 3 beautiful cards. So please just tune in. Go ahead and tune in. See which one your eye tends to land on, or when you look at them, where your heart or your body feels some expansion. So let's go ahead and shuffle and pull your Ascended Master, your Doreen Virtue Ascended Master, as your particular guidance for this month. Okay, Aries. Aries. King Solomon priorities. King Solomon has come up many, many times this year. But I don't think for you. I'm not sure if King Solomon has actually come up for Aries before. But either way, King Solomon is about getting the things done, or addressing, attending to all the things that you really love, that really are things that mean a lot to you, projects that are meaningful to you. Attend to them. You want to put your attention back on them, and you want to complete them. So projects that you haven't completed or haven't started, you want to attend to those now. So it's calling. So Aries, let's move on. So hopefully you've tuned in. If you've picked the far left card, you received beggar. Beggar. So let's read it here. So this is about evolving out of dependence on others to the exclusion of effort, and wants to evolve into confronting empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakening the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Beggar, Aries. So middle card, Gambler. Gambler has come up a few times this year. Not as often as some of the other cards, but it has come up. So Gambler is about moving out of relying on luck rather than hard work. See, that's interesting. So this is dependence on others to the exclusion of effort, putting no effort in. And this is about relying on luck rather than hard work. So there's kind of a lack of effort on both. Now it's about, Gambler is about evolving into willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. It's about following your gut, trusting your intuition, having a rooted knowing, a trust, a deep unabiding trust of your deep wisdom set that you hold within you. Now, again, Mystic. Now, Mystic is coming up left and right over the course of this month, December, the December alchemy scopes, which again run from the new moon to the new moon. So this section of time really runs to the middle of December. But Mystic, again, it's a big macro theme for people. People are asked to tap into the authentic union with the divine. It's just critical now. So this is about moving out of delusional rapport with the divine and moving into reveling in an intimate union with the divine. It's about authentic, deep connection with spirituality, with your spiritual source, with your union with spirit, with your soul. Very powerful, that, Aries. Gorgeous. So let's go ahead and see what Dakini we have for you now. Aries. So let's move on now to the final component of your alchemy scope. Here we come to the Dakini Goddess. I pull up the Dakini Goddess in order to show us, to reflect to us, the embodiment that would be optimal for you to take on this month if you want to walk through this chapter with least effort and optimal flow. You received number 43, Durga, from the 64 Dakini Oracle. Durga brings the fire of the gods to earth and washes away all negativity, which flows like blood. Durga is, in fact, a very intense, harsh Dakini, not a negative one, quote unquote, but one that is here to eliminate demonic or ineffective forces and to make sure that they're wiped away clean. I am going to read two elements to you here from the 64 Dakini Oracle by Penny Slinger. The first is the Dakini transmission, and the second is the affirmation. The Dakini transmission of Durga for you, Aries, is this: I am Durga, gift from the gods. My loins quiver, ready for the battle of love, for surely I see no distinction. The affirmation for Durga, Aries, is this: I have strength. I am invincible. I am endowed with goddess-given skills that help me be victorious in any situation. I am Shakti. Aries, I wish you a beautiful month ahead. For those unaware, I work with clients in soul alignment sessions. I help people connect to the stories which reside within them that are informing their particular soul print, the journey, the patterns, all here to be evolved within and through themselves, so to evolve the whole of consciousness. So I help people connect with the toxic patterns that are blocking optimal flow of the soul print. If you have issues that you need assistance identifying and clearing, I am available. The link for my website is below this video, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. But until the next scope or until the next video, I wish you a wonderful month ahead, Aries, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.